Greetings, everyone. P. Pardo here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to another episode of the show. Today, we've got a quick look for you at the brand new issue number 5, actually, from Sigmacomics' very own Here Comes Calico. So hopefully some of you have been following along. We've actually shown you all 4 of the previous issues. Here comes issue number 5. They come out a couple times a year. These are available at sigmacomics.com. Okay, Justice for All. Subscribe at sigmacomics.com. $2.99 an issue. Calico is actually the masked vigilante that dresses up kind of like Batman. He's dressed up like a cat, and he is a vigilante that goes out to get all the bad guys, the bad people, who are doing nasty things to our animal friends. So it's actually a very different type of story. If you've never kind of read these before, this is rated M, 17 plus years old, explicit content. This is some serious shit right here. And unlike any comic that you or I have read in recent memory. Okay, so Calico stalks the night. He's got his little network of people who go out and find out where injustice towards animals is happening, and he goes and catches up with the perpetrators and makes them pay. And there is one particular bad guy, so to speak, who has been doing some really bad things to cats, and he gets his due in this issue in a big way. I'm not going to spoil anything here, but it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. The bad guy gets it pretty bad. But, we kind of start off, from the issue before where Calico was in a fight with one of the villains. He kind of got knocked out. Well, it kind of picks right off from there. He happens to stumble onto a bus, and there's the female bus driver who sees him passed out, and she's actually, she's feeling herself up there. Like I said, this is adult stuff here. This is, I gotta say, and I'll tell you who creates these, right? So H.H. Herman is the creator, the writer of Here Comes Calico Comics. You've got Renato Pinto, artist and letterer, Daniel Grimaldi, colorist, and the cover was done by Garn Abriel, which I think is really well done, as always. Okay, here you got the make way for the Jiggler, right? A new villain, a new baddie in town, right? So after our hero gets off the bus and gets away from the crazy female bus driver, right, who's doing all sorts of things to herself while watching him passed out. Again, this is probably the most extreme issue we've seen from this comic so far. He goes back to his apartment. He's got his landlord looking for the rent money. He's like, oh, God, how am I going to make up the rent money? He looks outside. He hears all this commotion, and there is the Jiggler, all right? I'm not going to show you. I don't want to spoil too much of this book because there's some like wacky stuff going on in here, and I don't want to give it all away. So I'm just going to show you a few things. So there is the Jiggler. Now you notice at the bottom the title is Pay the Milkman. Keep that in mind. That's the climax of the story here. But here we've got a few pages where you've got the Jiggler running rampant. The Jiggler is basically this guy with real serious mental health issues. And as you can see, he's a fairly hefty guy. And he basically eats a lot, but he eats like a lot of sugar, and the sugar just drives him batty, kind of like cocaine does to a drug addict, right? And he's got this like machine gun, and he's just walking down the street out of his mind, just blasting people left and right, and just creating all sorts of carnage, right? So it goes from there, and how our hero is going to deal with this crazy lunatic, the Jiggler, and then it brings in all sorts of other subplots from prior issues. Okay, with these crime underworld dudes who are like out looking for our hero Hector. That's his real name, Hector Gill. You've got we've got ODB comes back in here again. He's that kind of like real mysterious kind of crime lord dude. You've got all sorts of other people here in power doing all sorts of weird things. There's another scene where Hector goes to kind of just kind of loosen up a little bit. He goes to the gym because he's a boxer, right? And gets into a little sparring match with another guy there. That's a pretty fun read. That's a couple pages. And then, of course, he goes out. Usually, almost every issue, he goes out to get one of these, guys, these bad dudes who have been doing some bad stuff to animals. And in this particular issue, like I showed you before, he's off in Brooklyn and he finds one of them. So I'm not going to show you what happens to that dude because that's the big payoff here. And like I said, this issue has some dialogue and images and things going on that are like pretty crazy off the charts. Like I said, I haven't read anything like this in a while. Pretty humorous. What it reminds me of, if any of you guys ever read DC's Preacher series. Preacher went off into some areas, even the boys, where you're like, holy crap, I can't believe I'm reading a comic book, right? That's this. That is this. Here Comes Calico is definitely for those who want their comic books on the extreme side. There's anything you would want in a crazy extreme book is here. Violence, blood, guts, sex, the whole 9 yards. Some stuff that some of the people say you're just kind of like, what? Did they really say that? Yep. Did they really do that? Yep. It's all here, folks. Issue number 5, Here Comes Calico. Go check them out. So it's sigmacomics.com. The issues are very, very affordable. They come out, like I said, a couple times a year. So this just came out, issue number 5. It's going to be an 8-issue miniseries. Right now, this is the only title running at Sigma Comics. I think they're kind of waiting to see how this goes before potentially introducing anything new. But it's definitely been fun ride so far. There's issue number 6, 7, and 8 coming over the next year and a half, 2 years. So we'll look out for those. So if you haven't gotten on their mailing list and subscribing, getting yourself a subscription, go ahead and check them out, sigmacomics.com. Here Comes Calico. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our videos as they come live here on the channel. We got coming up next week some more inside the cover episodes, I would imagine, and hopefully soon Wild Bill and I will get back together again so we can bring you guys some more stuff from the the duo of Doom. So stay tuned for more. I am Pete. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.